belief. Why did you start the Lions Den? And it was from a belief. And that is, I feel that men need support. I don't give a if you're rich or if you're poor, if you're old or if you're young, if you're black, white, brown, color, it does not matter. When you come inside the Lions Den, what we care about is you being able to express yourself, your emotions, your thoughts, and truly uncaging that roar. Because I truly believe there's a roar in every single one of you. But when you do become a king, you have to understand you're taking care of a kingdom. There's going to be others that want to come and take over your kingdom. To feel comfortable, confident, to be able to express themselves, to be able to communicate effectively, one-to-one, one-to-few, one-to-many. This is our responsibility as men, but sometimes we need a wake-up call. We sometimes wait for the bad shit to happen, don't we? I didn't prepare for certain negative experiences in my life. I didn't prepare to be bullied in school. I didn't really prepare for being a high school dropout and landing myself in a fucking jail cell at 17 years old. I didn't prepare for losing hundreds of thousands of dollars in the game of real estate, trialing, testing, trialing, failing, and still having the emotional resilience to know what my vision and my purpose always was. Sometimes we don't know how to acknowledge those positive ones. We don't know how to acknowledge the fact that I found a mentor when I was 21 years old that coaches LeBron James and Mike Tyson, that was able to get me into the game of real estate at a very young age. I went and found out and sought out other coaches to help me with NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, understanding neuro, the brain, linguistics, the language, and how to program your mind and sell and convert and persuade, how master salesmen do it. And then in my mid-20s, I started transacting multi-million-dollar deals in commercial real estate. And today I want to give you guys a principle from Stoicism. Things that you have control and things that you don't have in control. Then we experience negative stuff that happens to us and we don't know how to distinguish which one am I in control with, which one am I not in control with. And I'll give you a quick story. My boy calls me up and he's like, they were coming into our territory, they were doing a little bit, so we're like, okay, we got to show up. So we call another car, 2 cars, we roll up, boom. You got like 20 guys and then you got like 20 guys face to face, and our 2 leaders go square to square, speeding out of the community, boom, cops lock in both entrances. One by one, take us out of the vehicle, arrested on the spot. I got charged that day. It was a brutal, brutal situation. Was I in control or was I out of control in that situation? I was fully in control. You see, in that decision, I chose to be there. I made those conscious decisions. 3 weeks later from that exact scenario, I get a knock on the door. Jeevan, there's cops here. How many times has my mom heard that before? And so I come running down the stairs. There's 2 cops that don't look like cops. Now we have a search warrant to come inside the house. We have this. I made a decision in that moment. I unlocked the door. They opened the door. They walked right in. They come, literally zip tie my entire family in the front room. That was a situation I could not control. And for so many years, I held myself responsible for opening that door. And for so many years, I carried that emotional baggage on my heart. And in that moment, I started to realize throughout my journey of therapy within myself and the coaches that I've been able to learn from, I wasn't in control there. I had no control over that situation. I wanted this to be you guys to understand that you have to focus on what you can control. That's conditioning a man the right way. We've lost this in this generation that we live in. When you understand Stoicism and you understand the ideology of the real character, doing the things when no one is watching, that is the purity of finding yourself as a man, really being able to uncage your roar as a lion, and then becoming the king that you deserve to be.
She can now focus. The more she can put all that extra time in building our empire. So it's not a negative when you look at it on how you grow.
And now I just got so much more time back and I'm living with so much more intention and purpose. And it's crazy when you do make a conscious decision to just give up something that's not really serving you as much as you thought it was. So many more doors to open up.
I used to work for Grant Cardone. That's where I met Jay. And then when I left, I ended up $500,000 in debt, and I owed my investors a bunch of money I didn't have. And I was literally on my balcony, 35th floor, considering jumping off because I had no idea how I was going to pay back my friends and family I had taken all this money from. And over the last 3 years, we've done over 100 events, $50 million in revenue. I've got 40 staff, paid back every penny to my investors. And now I have a real company with real employees, and we're scaling like crazy.
I mean, Jay is amazing. Every time I hear him talk, it does something, it gives me so much energy.
If you know how to channel that energy the right way, there's a lot more brightness on the other side. There is other brothers like the ones on the call today that you can rely on, focus on, and help pull one another. As I always say, brotherhood, the blessings from above in our God, and the breakthroughs from all the lines that you've heard from today.